Hi, I know I uploaded a video earlier, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this probably tomorrow, or the next day, which will be Monday or Tuesday. I want to talk to you real quick. This is going to be a short video. Why you should not buy freeze-dried stuff right now. I did talk about that in my last video, and I'm going to talk about the bags that I have and the one bag that's coming in the mail. I have 3 bags of meat. I have pork chops, ham, and hamburger patties. Now, I do not know how many pieces are in each one of those bags, but I'm going to assume there are probably 6, 5 to 7. So I'm going to assume 6 in each bag. That's what it feels like, and so I'm going to assume there's 6. Now, if you're wondering about the cost of this, then I'm fixing to break this down for you. The 3 bags of meat, and the 1 bag of potatoes, and the 1 bag of green beans that I have coming in the mail, that cost just for those would be $142.50. That is not counting the milk or the butter. Okay, that is for 3 bags of meat and 2 bags of 1 vegetable and 1, I guess both vegetables, potatoes, and green beans. Now the reason I'm making this is because some people may go, I need to get the freeze-dried stuff right now. If you're lucky enough to find this stuff for the price I paid for it, and you want to spend that money, hey, fine. But do not run out and just buy this stuff. You run to your store and you get as much canned goods, box dinners, packaged meals, whatever you can get now for that money. And I'm going to tell you why. See, there are 2 in my household, me and my girlfriend. We don't count Midnight, he has his own food. So, I figured this up. If there are 6 pieces of meat in each bag, alright, that's 18 pieces of meat in all 3 bags. Now, there are 2 of us. That's 9 pieces of meat each. Just 9. Now, if we add the potatoes and the green beans to that meat, ow, sorry, I don't know if you heard it, my knee popped. That would feed us. Now, I figured up 2 meals per day. 1, 2 for me, 2 for her. That's 2 meals per day, eating only twice a day, and that's eating 1 piece of meat and a little bit of either potatoes or the green beans. Midnight, get out of the way. Every bag we have, the meats, the potatoes, and the green beans that are coming in the mail, if me and her each eat 2 meals per day with 1 piece of meat and a little bit of sides, everything we have will only last us 4.5 days. That's 4.5 days. If you figure it out. Now that is with the milk and the butter. That is $181.45. Now I'm not even counting that. I'm not counting the milk or the butter. I'm just counting the 3 bags of meat I have, the bag of potatoes, and the bag of green beans that I'm getting in the mail. It should be here Monday, possibly Tuesday. So, that would be, without the milk and butter, $142.50. That's $142.50 to feed 2 people twice a day for 4.5 days. 4.5 days. Do not run out and buy a bunch of freeze-dried stuff. Right now is a bad idea. A lot of these companies are not getting food so they can freeze-dry. Prices are really high, and a lot of these places have stuff like maybe bison or venison, elk, things like that that they've had for a while that's hard for them to sell. That stuff is at a much higher price. So, can you feed you and another person for more than 4.5 days on $142.50? I bet you can. I bet you can feed yourself a lot longer than that. In fact, I bet you could feed a family of 4 for at least a week on $142.50. Think about that. And like I said in my last video, the company I buy my stuff from, they do not have ham. They do not have pork chops. They do not have hamburger patties. They do not have chicken tenders. They do not have hamburger meat. They do not have turkey. They are completely sold out, and they are completely out. Do not run out and buy freeze-dried stuff. Run to the store with whatever money you can get your hands on. Buy canned goods, box dinners, pasta, rice, dried beans, things like that. You don't have to go through, worry about 25 years from now. You have to worry about the food shortages coming in the next 6 months to a year. I hear you. Hold on. Anyway, I said I'd make this a short video. And this is why you should not buy freeze-dried foods right now. Because the cost is high. It's hard to find a supply of it that you're willing to get or wanting to get. And the cost per person, per meal, is going to really hurt you. I mean, $142.50 worth for one piece of meat and a little bit of sides twice a day. That will give us, me and my girlfriend, 4.5 days of meals for $142.50. Think about that. Right now, hit your stores, get whatever you can get, store canned goods, box dinners, rice, store whatever you can store for what's coming. Do not spend your money on expensive freeze-dried foods that are not going to feed you for more than a few days, especially at that price. I hear you. Alright, I said I'd make this a short video. That's it. I have to deal with midnight here. Take my advice or leave it. And I know I just uploaded a video. So I'll upload this tomorrow or Tuesday. No, I don't trust you. He bites, he claws, he scratches. Because he's a stinker. But is it worth you buying freeze-dried meals right now? Absolutely not. I did bring up the fact in my last video, when a Democrat president comes out and says there are going to be food shortages, you better take heed and listen. Because Democrats never, ever admit anything or say anything like that unless the people have already seen it for at least 6 months. And we've already seen this for a lot longer than 6 months. Store shelves empty, stuff not coming in. A lot of producers of food are not being able to produce it because they can't get the stuff to make the, whatever. Do not run out and buy freeze-dried stuff. I just broke it down really quick. This will be, once again, if there are 6 pieces of meat in each bag I have 3 bags. That is 18 pieces of meat. I have 1 bag of potatoes, and I will have, of course, in the next couple of days, a bag of green beans come in that is freeze-dried. For me and my girlfriend, if we eat twice a day, that will only last us 4.5 days. Break it down. 18 pieces of meat, divide by 2, That's dividing me and my girlfriend. 9 for me, 9 for her. And if you're eating twice a day, think about it. I hope my calculations are right. In fact, let me check this real quick to double check. 18 divided by 2, of course we know is 9. That's 9 pieces. 9 pieces of meat. Now I'm going to divide that by 2 again. That means 2 meals a day. Ah, crud. And this should give me the days. Yep, 4.5 days. 4.5 days. On 142.50. That's 4.5 days. That's eating 2 meals a day, 1 piece of meat each, and then a little bit of potatoes on the side or green beans. That's it. That is not counting the milk I have or the butter. That is just the food, the freeze-dried stuff. The 3 packs of meat I have, the hamburger patties, the pork chops, and the ham. And then the 2 bags, of course, one being potatoes, the other being the green beans that are coming in. Don't run out and buy this stuff right now. Go to the store, get as much as you can get of what you will eat. Store cans under your bed if you have to. 25-year shelf life is not going to do you any good if you're not going to make it 2 to 3 years. That if you have to get into it, and in a year to 2 years, you would have spent all that money on absolutely nothing. Alright, I'm fixing to go. That's it. I hope everything works out for everybody. Like I said, I will upload this tomorrow or Tuesday. And everyone have a good day. Bye.